Homemade pineapple cheesecake. Fresh pineapple, make your own topping, done in the Instapot. Come on in, my foodies, into Jenny's Walk, and let's see how to put this homemade do-it-yourself pineapple cheesecake in the Instapot. Great idea here for the festive season to entice your guests, or great idea for a potluck dinner. Come on in. Let's make this divine pineapple cheesecake. Okay, foodies, so to put this lovely pineapple cheesecake together, let's take a look at the ingredients and see what we'll be using. So for the crust here, I have some tea biscuit and I have here my melted butter and some sugar I'm going to add towards that. And I have a lovely ripened pineapple here and some pineapple juice. We're going to make a lovely puree. I'm going to show you to do that fresh. Our Philadelphia cream cheese and our eggs. I'll be using one whole egg and one yolk of an egg. 2 tablespoonfuls of all-purpose flour. So let's get started. Look at that lovely, beautiful pineapple here. All our fresh pineapple goodness. So on my pot, foodies, I puree the pineapple. So here I have it. Ooh, my pot was a little too hot, but that's fine. I just want to cook this. I put it into the magic bullet. And this is a little part here from the pineapple. So I want to cook it down. Take all these little black parts that got escaped from the pineapple. This pineapple is so sweet that I do not need to add any extra sugar into the pulp. So I'm making here my own pineapple pulp that we're going to be adding to our lovely pineapple cheesecake. So first of all, let's just break 6 pieces of this graham cracker. And I'm going to add some sugar to that. And put our lid on. Just give it a pulse. Sit around the pan neatly. So now, foodies, our Philadelphia cream cheese at room temperature. That's the first thing I want to add in there. Let's just get that in 2 pieces to go around. Lovely. And I want to add 1/4 cup of white sugar. And to this, I want to add, you don't have to add the lemon zest or orange zest. I want to add 1/4 teaspoonful. That's pretty much optional. That is what I want to add. That's on me. So now let's just give this a nice little pulse. So this looks fine now, my dear foodies. So what I want to add, I'm going to go in with my 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. So in goes that 1 egg and that egg yolk. Let's take our time to get that egg yolk in. There you go. Beautiful. And that yolk. So now a little pulse again. So this is what it looked like. So I would like to scrape now. As you can see, there's still a lot of cheese here and that egg yolk didn't work into it. So you scrape the sides and we're going to pulse again. So to this, foodies, I want to add 1 tablespoon and 1/4 of all-purpose flour. So you give it a good little sieve. So that flour is on, and let's give a pulse again. So now in goes our puree. Our pineapple puree for our lovely pineapple cheesecake here, done in that Instapot from Jenny's Walk. I want to get all that goodness in there. Lovely. So now let's go again. Give another pulse. Okay, so I want to take a taste of this. Oh, wow. This is so creamy. So now we're going to put this into our prepared pan. So here, foodies, I have my foil paper, 1 and 2. So I'm going to do double. And here's our prepared foam pan, spring pan. There you go. So I want to secure this because you know it's a bit runny, just like so. So it's all doubled and nice all around. This is my parchment paper. I want to give it a little spray, just like so. Just run my hand straight through around the pan neatly. So there you go, foodies, all neat and nice all around that pan. This is exactly what I want. So now let's pour our goodness. So now all that pineapple goodness into our pan. So now just give it a gentle pat, just like so, to get all those air bubbles out. And a nice little swerve around so you could release whatever air bubbles is in there, just like so. And this is going to cook into an Instapot. This is my extra puree that we made, so you could just drop a little bit of that pineapple puree all around on your cake to bring back that lovely pineapple flavor. So let me finish up. I love pineapple, so I love this. This is a great idea here you could do. And you're going to get more pineapple flavors onto your cake. And then you could also keep back some, reserve some for topping. We're going to cover it up now. So we're going to put paper towel at the top, so whatever steam builds up, it wouldn't get into the cake. And now we're going to cover it with foil paper. Now it's all ready. Place it inside my Instapot. And I'm sure you've seen that in there. There you go. It's in the Instapot, and now we're going to put that lid on. And I have it set for 25 minutes on high pressure. So foodies, it have stopped. The Instapot have stopped and let the air out on its own. And now I open it up and look at our beauty in there. Just take a look at that. So now the toothpick test. So let's just go in. Okay, so the middle might be a bit jiggly, but that's fine. It's going to continue cooking on its own. So this is all done. So I'm going to leave it covered so it could finish cooking whatever that little soft spot there is. And let this cool completely. And then I'm going to put it into the refrigerator overnight. And then we will cut into this divine yellow goodness pineapple cheesecake here done in the Instapot from Jenny's Walk. So there you go, my foodies. Our lovely pineapple cheesecake that I made with that Philadelphia cream cheese. And we use our own fresh pineapple that we made our lovely topping where we add into it. So this is the topping that I did on the stove top. As you can see, I can taste that. You don't need, wow, it is so sweet. You don't need any sugar. This pineapple, I was very lucky. It was so sweet, ripe, and beautiful. So lovely cheesecake here. And now let's put that cherry on the top. Divine, simple and easy. Do it for your friends at this festive season, the Christmas. And I didn't make it very thick, as you can see. So if you want a thicker cheesecake, double the size, you will double on the recipe. I think this size is just as good as 1 inch because there will be so many different desserts you will have on your table there for Christmas for your friends. So let's cut into this now and see how lovely this cheesecake, pineapple cheesecake is from Jenny's Walk. So foodies, let's cut into our cheesecake now. So nice little cut just like so. And we still have the parchment paper in the bottom. And you always wet your knife. There you go, really creamy and beautiful. And you just take that out. Now let us just, and I have the parchment paper in the bottom. The cake is sliding away a little bit, so let me just hold on to that firm. There you go. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. You see that, my dear foodies? Lovely texture. You see the thickness of it? Really beautiful cake here from Jenny's Walk, and that's the pineapple that we have mixed in there. So let's take a taste now. So let's take a look at this cake now, my dear foodies. You know, it's tasting time. Look at that goodness there. And I just want to dig into that cheesecake. Look at that. That creamy, silky goodness in my mouth. And I get that lovely taste of the cream cheese, not sweet at all. And that lovely taste from the pineapple. My dear foodies, this is an excellent idea. Simple and easy to put together for your potluck or for that dinner that you will have for the Christmas in your home. Make it very thin, just like this is perfect. Because as I say, you may have lots of other dessert there. It's just enough for a little taste, sweetness in your mouth, so your guests wouldn't waste your cake. It's a very expensive cake. Delightful dish here from Jenny's Walk. Another marvelous idea for you to make during this festive season, the Christmas time, my dear foodies. So thank you for joining me from my kitchen to your kitchen. Happy cooking.